Hey guys, Gun Enthusiasts. Today we're going to look at my home defense setup, and I really do think that everyone should have a home defense setup as well as a home defense plan. There's a big difference between the two, so I really do think that everyone out there, if you don't have a home defense setup, you need to work on having a home defense setup. So today we're going to look at mine. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so this is my setup. I got a Coach gun, that's a 12 gauge. I got my two pistols. I do rotate these. These are my EDC pistols. I do use the Glock 26 for work a lot. And I do use this when I'm not working, my CZ75 P01. The Glock 26 magazine holds 10 rounds plus one in the chamber. The magazine on the CZ holds 14 rounds plus one in the chamber. That's 15 rounds. So this is my setup. I do not use an AR-15 for home defense or an AK. I do live in the city, so I don't use an AR-15 for home defense. If you live out in the country and that's what you use, that's great. I do live in the city, so I don't use an AR-15 for home defense. The personal defense ammo that I use for my pistols is going to be the Federal Premium 124 grain HydroShock hollow point. For my Coach gun is going to be the Winchester Buckshot. I think that one has like 9 pellets in the shell, so that's a good home defense round. If you use a good shotgun for home defense, you're not going to go wrong with a good shotgun. Alright, so I do have a firearm light on my pistol. I also have a flashlight by my bedside at all times. Everyone knows if you have a pistol for home defense, you need to have a good light. Everybody knows how critical it is to have a good flashlight. You need to be able to identify who you're shooting at. I mean, I've talked about this in one of my videos, how critical it is. You cannot be shooting in the dark. You need to be able to identify who you're shooting at. You know, this happens a lot, and a lot of people end up shooting a family member because they're shooting in the dark and you don't know who it is. It could be one of your, a family member, and you freak out and you end up shooting the wrong person. So you need to have a good light to identify the intruder, to identify who you're shooting at. So a good firearm light or a good flashlight by your bedside, you need to have that at all times by your bedside, because that is critical. So that's it. This is my home defense setup. Another thing that I do stage firearms around the house that me and my family only know. And that's another thing that you can do. That's why we make these kind of videos, just to give people ideas and what to do, and what works for me could work for you, but you can have a different setup. So this is my setup. And another thing that I always carry while I'm at home. So if I don't, my firearm is always at arm's reach. That's it. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, and subscribe.